welcome to the Youth Enquiry Service podcast. I'm Hannah, and we are on our 30th episode. Today we are here with Lauren Asher, who is one of our youth development workers in Stewartry in the youth work team. To start off, as an icebreaker, what is your favourite song that puts you in a good mood?
I think that's a really difficult question because there are so many different songs I could choose. But if I can only have one, it would probably be Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. What about you?
I don't know, maybe Better Off Alone, because it's quite a good upbeat song. So
nice.
Yeah. So what inspired you to work with young people?
I think what inspired me to work with young people was the role models that I had in my life when I was growing up. I was really fortunate to have incredible role models in my youth workers and people that ran the church youth group that I went to, and my parents who all work with young people. And I think seeing the impact that they had on young people made me keen to follow a similar path. I also think that there was part of me that wanted to show young people who could maybe identify with some of the challenges that I had faced growing up that they can achieve whatever they put their mind to. And I think that's a really strong motivator for anybody, is trying to overcome the challenges that you might have faced.
Thank you. What is your youth work journey?
So my youth work journey started when I was 16. Like a lot of young people, I found school a really difficult place to be. I had difficulties with friendships. I struggled with the pressure of exams. And because of that, I had a really difficult time with my mental health. So I first got involved with youth work through the Youth Enquiry Service and an issue-based drama production called The Toon. And youth work came into my life just at the right point when I was feeling quite low, and they supported me to develop coping strategies, to build my confidence and meet people that I felt really safe around and felt able to be just myself. I didn't need to be anybody else. Many of these people are like my friends today, and most of them are my colleagues, which is pretty cool. I was also really fortunate to be involved in Year of Young People, which was in 2018. So the Scottish Government had a themed year that was dedicated to celebrating young people, and it was about raising the platform about young people's voices. So I volunteered at lots of different events all across Scotland, and that led me to gaining a trainee job with the Youth Work Service, who I have worked with ever since in various different roles. And last November, I graduated with my community education degree. And that led me to being a youth development worker in Stewartry, which covers Douglas, Dalbeattie and Kirkcudbright, and all the little communities in between.
Thank you for sharing. What sorts of groups and projects are on offer for the young folk in Stewartry?
It's exciting because we've just got a new programme starting this week, and we've got a wide variety of different groups on offer, from drop-ins, junior youth groups, which are for young people in primary 6 and 7, Friday night football in Dalbeattie, and lots more. One of the new projects that's coming is taking place every Wednesday, starting from the 3rd of September from 3:30 till 5 in Douglas, and it's called Upspark. So it's a project all about exploring global issues and helping young people to learn about how they can be involved in making change in their community. Another group that is new to our programme is Happy Feet, which is taking place every Thursday from 6:30 till 8:30 from next week in Kirkcudbright. It is a sign-up group, so you will need to head to our social media or our website in order to come along. But every week we'll take part in we'll cook a meal together, and then we'll take part in either a sporting activity or a wellbeing workshop, to give young people the chance just to focus on them, a little bit of self-care, while gaining some really important life skills along the way.
Sounds like an amazing programme. Thank you. Are there any projects that you've led on or are leading on that have a big impact on the young people?
Another difficult question, Hannah. I think one of the things I love most about youth work is that all the projects that you're involved in have a big impact on young people, and they all impact on young people in different ways. Some people might come to a group and make new friends, and that's a huge impact for them, whereas others might go to a different project and actually take part for a really long time to build up their confidence and their self-esteem. At the moment, if I was to choose only one project, I would say it's probably the Global Education Group that I'm supporting in Dumfries. They have been fundraising since August last year to take part in a youth exchange in the USA in October. And over the course of the year, all of them have built up their confidence, developed lots of new skills, gained different awards. And I think seeing the progress they've made over that year makes me really excited for October when they go to America to see just how much more they're going to excel in the volunteer placements they'll be taking part in.
Thank you. What do you think are some of the biggest challenges that young people face today?
Another difficult question. I think it's a really difficult time to be a young person. I think the cost of living crisis is having a huge impact on young people, and it in itself has other impacts about people's relationships, their confidence, mental health. I also think growing up in a world where everything is online is really difficult. Previously, you could switch off from online, but actually most services now you need to access the internet in order to be part of. And that can make it really difficult if you don't have access, but also there's a lot of negativity sometimes on social media, and I think that's really tough. I also think there are a lot of pressures for young people, whether that is in relationships or with drugs and alcohol, or whether exams. I think there's lots of different things that can make it challenging for young people. But hopefully they know that they can come to youth work, and there's lots of things that we can do to try and support them with those challenges. Definitely.
What is a favourite thing about your job and why?
It's difficult to specify one thing that I like about my job because there's lots of different elements that I like. I really enjoy getting to work in different communities and with different partner organisations and creating kind of new ideas and new work together. I love working with young people. But if I could only say one thing, I think it would probably be seeing young people achieve things that they wouldn't have thought they were able to do, whether that's speaking in front of a group of people, or getting a job or volunteering. I think every day we see young people do things that they would not count themselves able to do, and it's a really special thing to see.
Thank you for sharing again. As a final question, what is one piece of advice that you would give to a young person wanting to get into youth work?
I think I would probably say just try it. Going anywhere new, trying any new thing can be really daunting and it can be quite scary. But there are so many different ways that youth work can adapt to support you and your needs. So even if you need to take it slow and you need to message back and forth on social media, or you need to email first, or you want to visit before you come along to a group, I think try it because you might be surprised at how much you can achieve with youth work.
Definitely. So thank you for coming to our podcast, Lauren. Make sure that you all follow us on social media for more podcasts. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Follow us to keep up with more podcasts.